안녕하세요. 네버엔딩 영어 공부, 비지니스 영어, 하이 레벨 Part 11, Fix and Flip Real Estate 시작합니다.
Navigating the lucrative world of fix and flip real estate, an entrepreneur's guide. Entrepreneurship in the real estate industry presents numerous lucrative opportunities, one of which is the fix and flip property strategy. This involves acquiring a property, often in need of substantial repairs or rehab, improving it, and selling it at a profit. The first step in this journey requires substantial cash reserves or financing means. Traditional avenues like banks and thrifts have stringent requirements. These institutions typically use metrics such as the loan-to-value LTV ratio, which is the ratio of a loan to the value of an asset purchased, and the debt-to-income ratio, which measures the borrower's ability to manage monthly payment and repay debts. Both ratios must adhere to certain standards for the loan to be approved. When traditional financing routes are written off due to tough requirements, other avenues like hard money lenders come into play. These lenders, while often charging higher interest rates, are more flexible with their terms. Their loans are typically backed by the property itself as collateral. Borrowers execute a promissory note, a written promise to repay the loan under set terms, and a deed of trust, which allows the lender to foreclose on the property if the borrower defaults. Once financing is secured, the property acquisition can proceed. This process concludes with a closing transaction, where contracts are signed, funds are disbursed, and deeds are transferred. The closing might also require an affidavit, a written statement confirmed by oath or affirmation, for verification purposes. Post-acquisition, the rehab phase begins. The goal here is to spruce up the property and make it appealing to potential buyers. This can involve minor cosmetic changes or substantial overhauls, depending on the property's initial condition. When the property is ready, it's time to find a buyer. However, if the market conditions aren't favorable, or if the entrepreneur wants a steady income stream, they might opt to lease the property. In some cases, the tenant might have the right to sublease, or rent the property to someone else. If the property doesn't sell for the desired profit, the entrepreneur might choose to refinance the property. This involves replacing the existing loan with a new one, often with more favorable terms, such as a lower interest rate. In a successful fix and flip transaction, the property is sold, the loan is paid off, and the entrepreneur is left with a profit. However, there are risks involved. The property could have a lien, a legal claim against it for unpaid debt. Or the rehab costs could exceed estimates, eating into profits. These factors might dissuade some from pursuing this strategy. It's also important to note that profits from fix and flip could be used to fund an individual retirement account IRA. This provides a tax-efficient way to save for retirement while building wealth through real estate. The fix and flip strategy assigns an active role to the real estate investor. While it can be a profitable endeavor, it requires careful planning, diligent execution, and an understanding of the complexities of real estate transactions, from understanding promissory notes and trust deeds to navigating the disbursement of funds and installment payments. The role of an entrepreneur in the fix and flip business is not for the faint-hearted. It's a journey laden with risks and rewards, a game that requires both financial acumen and a willingness to get your hands dirty. But for those who do it right, it can be a path to financial independence and success. Fix and flip property. Loan-to-value LTV ratio. Debt-to-income ratio. Substantial cash reserves. Avenues. Adhere. Thrifts. Stringent. Written off. Collateral. Financing means. Promissory. Deed of trust. Closing transaction. Affidavit. Disbursement of funds. Disbursed. Deed. Installments. Dissuade. Promissory note. Trust deed. IRA individual retirement account. Sublease. Spruce. Executes. Entrepreneur. Assigns. Refinance. Lien. Rehab. Lucrative.